Have you been to Leo's Bakery and Deli in East Rochester recently? Oh, you got to get there. They're open every day, so it's very convenient. It'll satisfy your sweet tooth, your sandwich cravings. Get the Cubano. Tell them Billify said to have the Cubano sandwich. Fresh baked bread, handcrafted pastries, deli favorites, and desserts like cannolis that'll make you rethink your self-control. It's all waiting for you. So, what's the best thing about Leo's? Everything. Check them out at Des Best Drive in East Rochester because every day is a good day for Leo's because the best thing about Leo's is everything.
When your old career gives you lemons, throw in some ice, mix in some vodka, and call it a podcast. From the Mac of All Trades studio in Fairport and driven by Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Billified, the Bill Moran Podcast.
Thanks for getting your pot on. Thanks for telling a friend. That's how we spread the word about the pirate ship. Dan got a haircut. Jameson's here. He got a haircut. I got a haircut. Spring cleaning on our heads.
Yeah, we should just get like a podcast rate.
Ooh.
Kevin got a haircut too last week, didn't he?
I don't know.
I think he didn't have a hat on.
Yes, I think he did.
So like we should just get like Greg, if we cut Greg's hair for charity.
Are you wearing that hat to brag?
No, my brother got me this for my birthday.
There was like 3.
Yeah, 9 home runs.
Yeah.
3 by Judge. He almost had 4.
Yeah. Wait, when was your birthday?
My birthday's Thursday.
This Thursday?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So like after the podcast, he calls me and I go, I can't talk right now. I'll call you after. So I called him on the way home. Hey, did you get a box? I'm like, well, yeah. I go, I thought I didn't open it. I go, I didn't remember buying anything, but my wife buys a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
So it could be hit or miss.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, yeah, I got you something, but I didn't want to say nothing. I'm like, okay, so you're calling me to tell me that you got me something, but you didn't want to say nothing. So this was in a Bills hat.
Nice.
A real nice Bills hat.
Yeah.
Like my summer Bills hat. I already have it picked out. So it's cool. The only thing is with white hats though is you sweat and it gets all yellow around the
Yeah.
So I gotta be selective. It can't be a super hot day.
But the Yankees, what were they, like 3 home runs right back to back to back?
Yeah, so I'm listening to it on the radio.
Yeah.
And Tim Kirkton from ESPN.
Yeah.
So I was listening to the game on MLB radio on Sirius, and he's a real baseball geek. And he's throwing out all these stats off the top of his head. I don't think this has ever happened before where the first 3 batters of a game and the first 3 pitches all hit home runs. I have to look this up.
Yeah.
I mean, it was Goldschmidt, who they just signed, who's never hit leadoff before in his life. Then it was Cody Bellinger. His father was Clay. Then Judge. And then Judge hit 2 more.
Yeah.
They had 9 home runs, and they still had to pull their pitcher before the 5th.
Yeah, I know.
Fried had a rough day. His defense didn't help either.
I'm a little excited because I had the Final 4 correct.
Did you really?
In my bracket.
Well, you got 2 of them so far.
Well.
There's 2 more coming. You got to wait.
Okay, you're right. I had, who do we have today?
Today you got Michigan State playing against
Auburn.
Yeah,
so I had the Elite 8.
Yeah, and you got Tennessee playing against
Houston.
Yes.
And then last night was Duke, Alabama. I picked Duke to win that, and I picked Florida, Texas Tech, and I picked Florida to win that. And it didn't look like Florida was going to win that. Texas Tech was playing them pretty tough. But that Duke, God, I have never seen a college player, and I want to get somebody in who's a little more basketball savvy in terms of, just knowledge and stuff. But that Cooper Flagg, I mean, his game is like, he plays with ease and just an ease and flow about him.
He could literally go up and dunk in your face and instead just lays it up.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to embarrass you.
No, he's not.
He's 17, Billy.
He's 17?
He's 17 years old, he's turning 18. This is a year where he's turning 18.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like he's going to be in the NBA. He won't be able to go to any bars.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Kobe
he'll be like, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Yeah, but wow. I mean, that kid is like legit.
He's fantastic. His mom's good looking.
The blonde lady?
Yeah.
And
she played D1 basketball too for Green Bay.
Are his parents separated?
If they're not together, probably. I don't know
because I thought they kept showing somebody who I thought was his dad, but I was not really paying attention to that part of the game. And he was sitting like in like a row in front of.
Oh, okay.
Unless you don't want to sit next to her because she gets. I don't know. I have
Usually
no idea.
couples sit together.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
So
yeah.
unless the dad doesn't want to be bothered. Like I know some like dads who are like just go off on their own during games.
Yeah.
They don't want to be bothered by anybody, including the wife.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it could be that situation.
I don't
too.
know. He was sitting close enough. I thought, but I couldn't tell. But the the kid seems really well poised. And,
Right. And then I'll go to the NBA and get ruined.
You think so?
Gosh, they're a bunch of brats. Like if you like, I don't know if this is true. I wrote a column about this.
Here we go.
Well, no, I'm not saying here we go. The AAUization of basketball. In other words, like Adam Silver has let the old commissioner David Stern ran the league. The players didn't tell him what to do. He and the owners dictated terms. Adam Silver's pro player, and they've ruined the league. Like attendance is down, ratings are down 50% over 12 years in a LeBron era, in the Golden State Warriors era, in the 3-ball era. So instead of why? Because you got a bunch of kids who didn't go to college trying to tell the commissioner how to run the game.
Last week we had a story about a guy who was caught urinating in a woman's water bottle.
Okay.
And gave her an STD as a result. Because he put everything in there. And I was shocked to realize this, but she caught him. She set up her phone on camera. And then here we go again, another story.
He must have been doing it regularly.
Oh,
then.
yeah. Well,
okay, it wasn't like he just did it a one-time thing.
No.
I have a feeling someone's peeing in my water.
She went and she said she took it. It tasted sour and smelled weird. And she's like, oh, my God. And then she was making coffee, and she didn't trust the water at work anymore, so she was bringing her own in. And this woman said to her, she said, oh, use my water bottle. I have filtrated water from home, and we'll make coffee with that. And she goes, why is it yellow? And the guy had taken it. Yeah, I don't know. And think about how angry you have to be to carry something out. Like, we've all gotten angry at people at work, or there's people we don't like that rub us the wrong way that you would avoid. But to go that far seems odd.
Actually, pull the revenge card.
And here's another one. A guy was caught on camera tampering with his coworker's drink by adding an unknown supplement to her. She had cans of Coke, and it was later found to be super glue.
Does it work?
I don't know. This is the thing.
Supplement.
I don't know.
You know me. I'm like,
Yeah. Well, it
will
says
it make my muscles get bigger?
the authorities discovered latex gloves and glue remnants in his office, leading to his arrest and charges that could result up to 38 months in prison. No one knows that. But I go, what drives an employee to commit such a bizarre act? And I think this woman was starting to feel sick to her stomach and didn't understand why. And she too then set up a camera and sees the guy walk over and squirt something in there and then leave.
We think...
Who would put super glue, and what happens when you eat super glue?
Yeah, I don't know. What would your mouth get...
I know.
I'm sure some people listening to this podcast or on this podcast would enjoy me swallowing some super glue.
Yeah, but it's about power and revenge is the only thing I could think. But but no one could, we don't know the whole story.
Right.
What is this woman doing? You can't do this. It's not normal.
No,
it's not normal. But I'm wondering what would actually happen if someone consumed super glue.
Would you get
I don't know,
anal fissures?
Could have.
Well, on the way out. Is that what it's called when your butt sticks together? I don't know. I have no idea.
Shitting a statue.
Yeah, there's
you know what I mean?
There's the torch. There's Lady Liberty.
I mean, it could cause severe harm. I don't know if it's more of a scare tactic. I don't know if there's a little bit of something. There's a little bit of bad stuff I think we consume every day.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Just go read a label. If you can't pronounce it or recognize it, it's probably bad for you.
He was trying, you know what? I would say this guy was really trying to create a bond with his coworker. That's what he was trying to do.
I just want to get closer to you, baby.
I just want to get close. The Cobblestone Chop Drop is back. Are you familiar with Cobblestone's Chop Drop? This is where they take a pork chop and they prepare it in some really unique, fantastic way. This time, it's a grilled pork chop glazed in a rich bourbon sauce served over steamed cabbage and lyonnaise potatoes. Yep. It's as amazing as it sounds, and you're going to find it only at Cobblestone on Main. 109 West Main Street in the Village of Webster, your go-to spot for lunch, dinner, unforgettable nights out, whether you're catching up with friends at their upscale bar, sipping seasonal craft cocktails, or planning the perfect date night, Cobblestone's got you covered. The Cobblestone Chop Drop, you don't want to miss this one. 109 West Main Street in the Village of Webster. It's Cobblestone on Main. Ever feel like you're getting more legal advice than a judge on TV? When you're facing criminal charges or a DWI, suddenly everyone becomes a legal expert. Your neighbor, your cousin, even the guy at the gym. Sure, they mean well, but that's when you need to tune out the noise and call CircuLaw. Steve Circu and his experienced team understand that these are really scary moments, especially when you're accused of something you didn't knowingly commit. That's why they're all about preparation, preparation, preparation. While your Uncle Bob is sharing another court story, CircuLaw will be methodically building your defense, leaving no stone unturned. They've successfully litigated every type of case imaginable, from misdemeanors to complex felonies. Remember, your rights and freedoms aren't just words. They're everything. And protecting them is what CircuLaw does best. When you need real legal expertise, not just well-meaning advice, call CircuLaw 585-385-2510 or visit their secure contact page at circulaw.com. CircuLaw, because your rights and freedoms deserve more than just good intentions. Take this from Billified. Stop getting your legal advice from social media. Call CircuLaw today. There is a trend that
College basketball teams, ATS. So.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, why? What was the trend?
I just put a bet in because of foodie. Just gave us a tip.
What was the tip?
The tip was, it's irrelevant now that people are listening. But there's a couple of college basketball tips he gave us. So,
okay.
Yeah. He's been giving us tips. He's been on and off, but he's been mostly on.
Yeah, he
does his homework.
He does study this.
Like the 1 year he barely beat me in picking the football games. I just went with like my instincts.
Yeah.
He actually had like charts. He had spreadsheets. You know?
Oh, yeah. But he beat you.
He did. But this year,
I just went with my gut.
That was before AI.
Well, AI may help. This is strange. I'm not sure this is really a trend. I don't know what gets called a trend, and I see different things like the Tide Pod Challenge years ago. I didn't get that as a trend. I don't know why you would want to do it as people were getting sick. Didn't somebody die?
Yeah.
As a result of the Tide Pod Challenge?
I think Race and Randy thought it was a Tide card. He took one of his die-cast cards that said Tide and put it in his mouth.
Well, the latest unconventional relationship trend is called hot wifing. Would you like to take a guess at what?
Mark. But Mark's never been married, though.
No. So
is that why it's hot wifing? Like you think somebody's wife is hot and you like to try the menu. Sample the menu. Is that what that is?
Wow, you nailed it. How did you know this
so
well?
You said it was somebody who's a frequent contributor on the podcast.
I did say that, yes.
And he said hot wifing.
Yes.
So I'm thinking to myself, okay, who do we know who has verbally
said that they
like certain people's wives?
Well, now that person that you're referring to would only watch, not participate.
Yes, he wouldn't participate.
This involves husbands watching their wives with other men.
Oh, so cuckolding.
Well, it's like a modern cuckolding. And people are...
I don't even think you need the word modern. It's just cuckolding.
Well, I think people are insisting that this strengthens trust and intimacy in a relationship.
They'll use anything to justify it.
It's a weird...
I can't do it.
I know.
Well, we know people who actually participated in this who gave up on it because they realized it doesn't work.
But this isn't that. This is... Because that was a swinger.
Yes.
Yeah, this isn't swinging. This isn't going both ways. This is like, if you read this article, there was a guy going, I just love seeing her defiled, is the word he used, by another guy while I watch. And a lot of the guys, what they're finding are porn stars. So it's your wife with a porn star while you sit courtside and watch. But I go, how is this a trend and who's doing it? And if it's such a trend,
how come we don't find out more about this?
Although,
how come it's not like
I did hear a story once in my long career behind a microphone. I did hear a story about somebody who did that for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Somebody we know?
Not that you know.
Okay.
But yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And now, whether or not it's true, I have no idea. Really don't.
Somebody I may know of.
Yes.
Okay.
But I go, I don't know, man. Monogamy in the age of social media and adult content is a stranger thing. Because, I mean, are relationships evolving? Or is this just the next step in a cultural, I don't know.
There was a viral video that went off on Instagram this past week. It may be old. I don't know. It's a dude at a Buffalo bar or a Rochester bar. I think it's local. And he's at a bar. It was O'Callahan's. And he sees this couple. Guy's got his arm around his girl, but the girl's making out with another dude.
What?
Yeah. And the guy looks back at his camera like, what? Okay.
Well, okay, so here's the question. Is adult content so easily available now that there are segments of the population that are desensitized?
And they're just going to go do it.
And that's how they find pleasure.
Apparently.
I mean,
well, because they keep pushing the envelope so much that now they have to like keep chasing that dragon. Like it's never enough. Their dopamine hits. That's why people like Jordan Peterson are against like self pleasure and and pornography and those types of things, because you keep hitting that dopamine button over and over again. It wears out. So now you have to go to a greater reach.
Maybe.
You have to go to a greater pleasure to hit that dopamine, because now your dopamine levels are depleted.
Well, marriage is all about compromise. For some people, it's Netflix. Sometimes it's going to the grocery store and buying certain things. For others, it's
yeah, we're gonna have a nice little Saturday at BJ's.
It's watching your wife live on a Brazers video or something.
Is that what they call it?
I don't know. It's something like that. Yeah, because would knowing your partner was with someone else make you feel more secure in your relationship? I would think for most people, no, or would it shatter everything? And I'm thinking it shattered. These people say it's strengthened it. We communicate better.
Right now.
We love it.
Right now.
I sit and watch.
Right now.
I can't believe he's in there. Do you want to say anything about this?
Jameson. He looks stunned.
I thought you had your headphones on. I was hoping you had your headphones on. Listen to this news story, though. Talk about disturbing. And again, I do wonder if this is all the result of, like I say, the world is designed by geniuses to be run by idiots, right? So now we've got guys who get desensitized to stuff. This is, they enjoy getting off on it. The wife wants a little variety in her life. She gets to do it. They make films. It sounds like at some point it would be soul crushing to me. At some point, I would feel like at some point you would just start to loathe yourself, I would have to think. But this story may really shock you.
27-year-old woman from Marion County is facing charges for sexual acts involving a dog. Logan Gominski was arrested Friday and found.
Now, what kind of dog do you think?
How old was she? 27. Okay, 27. Okay. Not that it matters.
She's of age. And then in dog years, I think the dog might have been of age too. I don't know.
The dog was a senior citizen. He was a rhino. Or was it a cougar?
So what kind of dog do you think this would be? What kind of dog, if you hear that headline, what kind of
female with a dog?
Yeah.
I want to say a Doberman.
A Doberman. Okay. Yeah. All right.
I'm with her dog in custody. TV 20's Deja Clayton is live tonight at the Marion County Sheriff's Office. And Deja,
oh, yeah. They had to go live for
the
this.
Animals.
Well, Animal Control did not take possession of the dogs on Friday.
Dogs?
What?
Dogs.
Dogs. That's right. Dogs.
County officials tell me they'll need a warrant to take them. According to the arrest report, 27-year-old Logan Gominski admitted to filming a sexual video with her pet Chihuahua.
I knew that was the swerve. I knew it had to be a swerve, Billy.
It was a Chihuahua.
Those are feisty animals.
Yes, they are. They can get mean.
Someone asked her via Snapchat to film the video in exchange for $500. She also admitted to filming another video with a separate dog. Detectives received an anonymous tip in late January and saw the 32...
An anonymous tip in late January.
Hey, but you're not going to take my name, right? Hey, I know this woman named Logan. She's 27. She's making videos about banging her dog. Wait, wait, I need to call Animal Control? Okay, what's their number? So you don't handle this.
With the Chihuahua. I spoke with Detective Jordan Batts of the Special Victims Unit here at MCSO.
Special Victims.
Dun dun. Wait. Law and respect. Dun dun. Dun dun.
She tells me they saw multiple dogs at the residence when they made contact with Gominski.
So I saw the dogs when I was on scene. There was a total of 6 of them at the residence.
6 dogs. She had a brothel. Those dogs were sluts, my God.
We saw them all. They all seemed to be healthy and happy in where they were located.
Okay, healthy and happy. They all seemed healthy and happy. Sure they were. Yeah. Because she doesn't have the equipment to stick anything in the dog. She just covers herself with peanut butter and they get a treat. Right. And by the way, we've all known dogs that have gone through the garbage. Have we not? We have known.
We know a guy who had a dog who he told his girlfriends, hey, listen, you're going to have to take your underwear and put it up somewhere because
the dog would eat the underwear. Right. So you think that this dog's got the greatest snatch snack ever.
As of right now, I believe they're still at the house. I can't speak on that. But as far as I'm concerned, they're safe.
County officials say animal control needs a warrant to take the dogs. However, court records don't show a warrant filed. Kaminsky spent one night in jail after posting a $10,000 bond. She is scheduled for arraignment on April 22nd.
The dogs were healthy and happy. They got protein. There were probably...
the reporter seems like she's so, above having to do this.
I'm sure. Probably
very milquetoast
or
reporting.
She's trying not to laugh. But I've seen dogs where they have gone through and just a natural form of life, but there's a tampon used in the garbage, and the dog eats the entire thing, and then is running around the yard with the string hanging out its ass as it's trying to poop out the you know what I'm saying? It makes sense. It makes sense. That's all I'm saying. Is it normal? No. Is it something I would? No. You probably shouldn't have a dog. I would say that you probably shouldn't. But
did they get a look at this woman? Did you get a look at her?
Did I get? Yes. Not
attractive.
No, not. I wouldn't expect this. But
we say this about, we at least do once a week. We'll do a story, maybe twice a week about. Hey, I didn't expect this 29-year-old teacher and this student.
No. But you kind of go the dark side of digital platforms, even back to the hot wifing. Are we seeing too much stuff to the point where we're desensitized? Or,
yes.
Or are there people we can see anything and she can make money? She can get a quick $500 by covering her.
Yeah, it's the oldest profession in the world with technology now.
Yeah. I mean,
we are desensitized.
And then, so people start,
it's called chasing the dragon.
Well, there's encrypted apps, right? Like Snapchat and stuff. And of course people start to go, well, I mean, is this on the tech company? I don't think so. I mean, the tech company's doing what they can. We hear about people we're in Facebook
jail. You gonna blame City Mattress for people having affairs?
Yes.
Or Jim Schofield, get that City Mattress feeling.
It was so funny if they had a long a class action suit.
Yeah, you gonna blame hotels?
Yeah.
Take me to did I ever tell you about the time on Valentine's Day I took a couple who lived in separate houses to the 490 motel?
No.
Oh yeah. When I was a Lyft driver.
God.
I think they're having an affair.
490 motel.
Yeah.
And maybe they were. Maybe they were. Maybe they were. I just don't know. You can swiftly arrest somebody. Why can't you get the dogs out of there? You know?
Well, no.
By the way,
so I know.
What if would you adopt this dog? Yeah, it's a perverted dog. It's always coming up to your crotch, sniffing your crotch.
I know people who would.
It's humping the pillows on the couch.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like,
I mean, there's these animal lovers who will rescue anything.
I understand, but this is
that is a stretch for me. I'm not a dog person at all, but oh gosh, I mean, Ugh.
But then you also wonder, when you're making content, what would make you go?
So we're calling it content.
Well,
it is what it is.
We're content creators, right? That's what they are. And I go, is the pressure to stand out in a saturated, adult-oriented content industry driving people to cross really ethical and legal boundaries? I wonder, because I think the way this woman got in trouble was she put a clip up on Instagram.
Okay.
And Snapchat, and people were buying it from Snapchat. But there's all kinds of platforms we don't even know about.
Yeah.
There's a good one.
The dark web, right?
Yeah, well, it's not even the dark web. It's just the web.
Yeah, that's true.
There's so much shit out there that you can make money. But I mean, man, we talk about desensitization to stuff.
There's a band in town called
in Florida. It's man's best friend. Takes on a whole new meaning.
There's Florida.
If you can't sleep at 2 a.m., why count sheep when you can count savings instead? Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram makes it easy to shop anytime in any attire at victorcdjr.com. That's right. No need to put on pants. Browse their entire Ram 1500 truck inventory from the comfort of your couch. Right now, check out the incredible deals on the Ram 1500 Tradesman Crew Cab 4x4. You can lease it for just $329 per month for 39 months. First payment, DMV taxes, and fees due at signing. Need financing? Head to the Finance tab on VictorCDJR.com. Use their payment calculator to see what your payments could be and get pre-approved with just a few clicks. When you're ready, the only thing left to do is to visit Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in person. And we ask that you put on pants first. So remember, even when you can't sleep, VictorCDJR.com is always awake and waiting for you. Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where your dream ride is just a click away. Got a home improvement conundrum? Time to call in the superheroes, Mac of all trades. Leaky faucet, wall that mysteriously has a hole in it. Kitchen looking like it's stuck in the 90s. Mac of all trades is here to save the day. No capes, just expert repairs, remodeling, and handyman services that get the job done right. Call them today at 585-202-9218. That's 585-202-9218. Or visit them online at macofalltrades.net, because every home needs a hero. Mac of all trades. Here's some news. The Buffalo Bills have signed cornerback Christian Benford to a 4-year, $76 million contract extension, keep him through 2029.
Yeah, he gave them a heck of a deal. That's a hometown discount.
Originally,
if he would have waited, he could have gotten a lot more.
A 6th-round pick.
Yeah.
6th-round pick out of Villanova. We think Villanova is basketball school. Should we start thinking?
Yeah, they're a 1AA football school.
Yeah.
So you got to give Brandon Bean's crew credit for that one.
He exceeded expectations, earning a starting role and outperforming former first-rounder Kaiir Elam, who was recently traded to the Cowboys.
I just never got a chance as a first-rounder.
But let me ask you this. The underdog mentality. And I don't know if it's an underdog mentality. I can't think in other sports where it would be, because basketball, usually the top picks do very well.
Usually it's only the top picks.
Huh?
It's usually only the top picks. If you go back, I asked Grok the other day, give me the top 50 or top 100 NBA players and where they were drafted. And it gave me a list. And most of those guys are drafted pretty early. There's a couple like Joker, who were like the last pick in the draft, or Giannis Antetokounmpo, who was 15th. But they're mostly, guys
top 10.
Top 5, top 10 guys. Jimmy Butler was a 30th overall.
But you look at like late round picks like Benford, right? Outperform highly drafted players. Is it like just, what is that? Is that something in them? I'm watching.
I think it's because they're 22, turning 23, and they grow into their bodies and become men.
Okay. I mean,
think about all the players, Billy, who made a leap from rookie year to their second year.
Right, but I think
that's the leap you want to take.
But a lot of those guys put in the time, to get to that level, they're putting in the time. So that's a ridiculous thing to say. But
they got a different regimen now. They're professional. They can spend all their time on it.
Is scouting overhyped?
Yes. I think scouting is overhyped.
Because some players just thrive under the right system. We could say, could Josh Allen have been what's his name, who went third in that draft and was with the Jets and then the Panthers? And
Sam Darnold. I think so, but then look at the cool thing with Allen was that they knew he was a project when they drafted him. So they set the expectations really low. Look, we're not going to start this kid immediately. We're going to let him sit. Well, that lasted all of a half. Yeah. Nathan Peterman was so bad. All right, it's the Allen era, second half in Baltimore. It's rated. Kid, it's all yours. And remember this first game he started against the Chargers?
Bad for Nate.
It was,
what was it, 6?
Nate, 5-pick Peterman. 5-pick Peterman.
Against the Chargers.
And all the guys at WG, we're so excited to watch this guy play.
Was it the Chargers?
Yes.
And they were still
in front of 15,000 people. No, they were in L.A., but they were in a soccer stadium.
Oh, I thought they were in San Diego at the time.
They were playing a soccer stadium.
Yeah.
They didn't know where to put them.
Right.
But it was awful. It was awful. And all the pros, Western Batavia, this is going to be great. Oh, yeah, sure it is for the Chargers. But They did baby steps with him. They brought in a special offensive coordinator just to work with him. They put him in touch with Jordan Palmer just to work with him. By the way, so did Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield. All these other guys work with Jordan Palmer. But Allen's the guy he took to. Allen, I mean, like people like Allen wasn't one of these kids who was like told like Baker Mayfield or Johnny Manziel from 8 years old, you're going to be a star. 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 No, he just like was awesome in high school and went to a junior college, sent out a bunch of email. Okay. He got a scholarship or two, and he went and he did the most with his ability. And then they're like, okay, this kid just needs coaching. Whereas all these other quarterbacks were going on this program. Now, I'm not saying either one is wrong.
No.
What I'm saying is it worked out for Allen because he landed in Buffalo. If Allen lands with the Jets and Adam Gase, who's a nut job, I don't know that it works out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So the system's right. But we've got this, there is an underdog mentality. Underdog mentality, look at Tom Brady, probably the biggest underdog.
Greatest example.
Right? A great example of that. And you can find more examples, I believe, in the NFL. I often wonder, is it guys who in some way are not banged up as much, but they're still playing the game. So I can't, even at lower levels.
Too. I mean,
at lower levels.
The Navy SEALs have a saying, I guess, that when you have an injury, it becomes a magnet. And that's kind of what happened to Tiger Woods. Whenever he was training with the Navy SEAls, and he got hurt, and he kept getting hurt over and over. Yeah, and it's so like in football, it's the same way, and you have to be able to overcome that. Like with most players, Benford, this is probably his last contract. I mean, he might get another one, but he's not going to get the same money in this next contract that he will in this one. Only quarterbacks, offensive linemen, and stud edge rushers get a third contract typically if they're good. Everybody else gets a second contract. The shelf life in the NFL is very, very short.
It is. Well, not for long is what we say it stands for. But when you look at these guys, look, they're still playing a high level of football. Villanova, what did you say it was?
Well, Howie Long went to Villanova, but they're a 1AA school.
Yeah,
another or a FCS, so they're not going to be playing for like the Sugar Bowl or the Rose Bowl or the Cotton Bowl.
Are we underestimating programs like that? Where they're, scouting future pros?
Not necessarily. I'm going to give you a stat that's going to blow your mind. You can look this up. After the third round of the draft. Okay, if you look at NFL rosters and take away everybody who's taken in the first 3 rounds and just look at all the players in the NFL, there are just as many, if not more, guys who went undrafted in the league than there are guys taken rounds 4 through 7.
Really?
What does that tell you about drafting? What does that tell you about scouting? What does that tell you about coaching?
I think it tells you that some guys, it's a crapshoot, 100%, but I think some guys, it's a whole mentality thing, and I do wonder if the underdog mentality. I'm even watching the NCAA tournament. They're talking about Florida having some great basketball players because they were elsewhere.
Yes.
Right? This coach got them to all work together, but they did 2 years in another program. And this one guy goes, I have a chip on my shoulder. I knew I was good enough to be here. No one was giving me a chance. I went somewhere else, and then I came back.
And they did.
Connors & Ferris handles workers' comp, Social Security disability, and personal injury cases. Listen, I get it. Workers' comp claims can be a real pain. But Connors & Ferris are here to fight for you and get you the compensation you deserve. Whether you threw out your back on the job, slipped when you should have gripped, or your boss thinks overtime means free labor. Spoiler, it doesn't. They've got your back at Connors & Ferris. With offices in New York City, Syracuse, Rochester, and Buffalo, they're the go-to team for getting the compensation you deserve. No gimmicks, no nonsense, just real results. Call Connors & Ferris, 262-COMP. That's 262-COMP for Connors & Ferris. Myers Motorhome Madness is going on all month long at all 3 Rochester area Myers RV locations. Over 275 new and used RVs ready to roll. Choose from the top brands like Integra, Forest River, Thor, Jayco, and East West, all at the best prices in the market. Incredible deals on prior year Class C rental models starting at just $74,897. Family owned since 1967. Myers RV has been family-owned since 1967. Myers RV has been your trusted Rochester RV expert for generations. Now with 3 convenient locations in Caledonia, Farmington, and Webster. Don't miss the biggest deals of the season during Myers Motorhome Madness. Your dream RV adventure awaits. Learn more at MyersRVs.com today. Today, at the recording of this, is Eric Clapton's 80th birthday today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
I don't think Clapton thought he'd live that long.
No.
Eric Clapton, he turned into a bit of a grumpy prick. He talked to some people, but he used to come to town where we live.
Oh.
Yep.
Wow,
And,
okay.
What was all over Arundecoit at one point, and which
Guitars?
is a town. I don't know that he did the House of Guitars. I don't know. He came to see Steve Gadd, and Gadd did a lot of drumming on Clapton stuff, and they were friends. And he came here, and I think he got his hair cut in Arundecoit. And
Oh, wow. Okay.
yeah. But Eric Clapton
Stopped at I-Square.
What you think of Eric Clapton, and I think he's the only person inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 3 times.
Derek and the Dominoes, by himself, and I believe...
It might be with Blind Faith.
Could be.
I don't remember. But, yeah, I know he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 3 times and has had a life that is, in 80 years, whoa. Everything from, and the song Layla is a love letter to George Harrison's wife.
Yes.
Basically. And then I think George said something like, talk about hot wifing that we talked about earlier.
Was that the original title of Foreigner's Hot Blooded? It was Hot Wifing, and they're like, hey, listen, Mick, we got to change the lyrics here.
Yeah, I don't know, but whatever went on there, and then she ended up with Eric Clapton after George Harrison, but they remained, they were good friends. They're 2 of my favorite guys in rock and roll. Our friend Vinny left a voicemail. Dare I play it?
Oh, absolutely.
I have. This is sight unseen. And I will say the opening line is going to be, hey, motherfuckers. Let's see if I'm right.
Hey, motherfuckers. Great show as always. But Google some Visine and see what happens when you fucking get a few drops in your drink. Google that and question me all you want, but I ain't going to send you something I don't know. This is back in the 80s and 90s. I fucked a lot of bartenders, bro. So you want to question me, you go ahead, but I ain't sending you shit that I don't know.
Okay. All right. That was Vinny who wrote that in earlier.
Thanks, Vinny.
I banged a lot of bartenders back in my day, buddy.
Yeah, was that a tip or was that?
That's how he paid him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Good for Vinny.
Tell me real quick about these Yankee bats that I was reading about earlier.
So
today.
apparently they have this. I'm glad they finally invested some money in somebody in that front office that knows what the frick they're doing. But anyway, they came up with this bat. Just everybody can just picture a regular baseball bat. It's not a softball bat that gets narrow like really early, but rather, just regular baseball bat. It just kind of gradually gets bigger and bigger toward the end, then it rounds out. This baseball bat seems to be more rounded toward the middle.
Hold it up to the camera there.
Right? So, the bottom one is a baseball bat that is normal, and the top one, the white one, or the wood-colored bat, is the newly designed Yankee bat that looks more like a paddle in the middle, right? So the sweet spot is a little bit closer to the handle, and it's a little bit bigger and rounder. Yeah. And they think that this is what helped the Yankees with their 9 home runs yesterday, which was a team record on a team that once had Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth in the same freaking lineup.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Your phone.
9.
Your phone went dark.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But no, that's fine. It's cool. People saw it. It's it is interesting. Will they be outlawed?
By the way, Judge hit one today again too. I don't know, because if it has the weight parameters and
so what are we 3 games in?
Yeah, this will be today's the 3rd game.
So he's had 4 home runs in 3 games.
Yes,
or 3.
He's on pace. He's on pace for 63 this year. It's early.
Yeah, right. Way early.
We got to remember, Judge does get hurt every other year.
Yeah, this could be a hurt year. You never know.
The Yankees already have 9 guys on the IL, so but it is cool that they like it. But my thing is, okay, it's taking you this long to develop this kind of bat. Didn't somebody think of this sooner? Last night at your house?
Yeah, I don't know what that was. I think so. For Dan Barillo, the Yankee fan, with his new Yankee hat and his big birthday coming up on Thursday.
Enjoy
Pooh
it now.
doing something nice?
Yes, Saturday.
Saturday.
She's taking because she's got practice and stuff all week for her musical coming up.
Oh,
She
You
feels
want to come
bad.
in here Thursday?
Yeah, I'll come in.
All right, we'll have a little birthday
Celebrate with
party.
my homeys.
Yeah, we'll have a little birthday celebration.
Cool. You don't have to do that, though.
Of course we do. Of course we do.
I'll be 78.
Yeah. Metabolic age.
Yeah, that's exactly what,
That's your metabolic age, right? I'm Bill Moran. We'll see you tomorrow.
Since I left California, baby, things have gotten